have an attorney and wish to apply for a public defender, we will give you that opportunity this morning. Let's see who we have with us. The ORCA non-jury bench trial calendar, position number 1, Rogelio Cruz. I believe that this is the interpreter case. Ms. Chancey, good morning. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Yeah. Rogelio Cruz.
Okay, I will, represented by Evan Watson, I'll hold for their announcement. That's supposed to be a plea this morning.
All right.
The ORCA status, conference calendar, position number 1, Michael Kozyrev, Kozyrev, represented by Chuck Douglas.
The plea documents have been signed, so I'm expecting him to appear.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Githia. I'll hold for his announcement. Position 2, Brianna Lewis. Ms. Lewis is supposed to show proof that diversion was completed. Brianna Lewis with us.
I apologize, Judge. I don't have position 2 for Brianna Lewis. I have a first name Walter, last name Rees,
That's what I have as well.
Villa Toro.
Yes, Your Honor, Howard Weintraub, nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Representing Mr. Wade Forum, we had entered into a plea with the state.
Okay,
And
give
when
me,
the court needs to reach us, we'll.
give me just 1 second so I can get a proper calendar. Can someone give me a calendar that is the calendar that everybody
What
else
we've
seems
got
to
for
have?
Mr. Glanville. If there's an updated one, could we get a copy?
We'll give you an updated one.
Sure.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Weintraub, Mr. Rees Villatora, that's your client?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's the announcement this morning?
Intend to plea today.
Okay, all right, very good. Have you filled out the plea paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, thank you. Position number 4 on my calendar, Stephen Williams. Stephen Williams. I'll give him until the end of the calendar to appear. Okay. If he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be granted. On the final plea calendar, position 1, Margaret Adams.
Morning, Your Honor. Derek Russ with Ms. Adams. Ms. Adams is present. Will announce pre-trial at this time.
Very good. Good morning. We'll be with you all. Thank you. Position 2, Kishan Alexander.
Judge, that's my case this morning. That'll be a pretrial this morning.
Is Kishan Alexander with us?
Go ahead, Stan.
Oh, yes. Good morning, sir. We'll be with you. Thank you. Position 3, I have that, well, I'm not sure. Anthony Brown. Is that case closed?
Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor. I represent Mr. Brown. That case has already been resolved.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Ms. McLaren.
On.
My understanding, position 4 has been Nal Pross Timothy Brumfield.
That is correct, Judge.
Okay, good morning, Mr.
Good
Dad.
morning, Judge.
Position number 5, Dylan Bushway. It's my understanding oh, good morning.
We are expecting a plea this morning.
Okay. Okay, very good. Position 6, Frederick Charleston. I have a notice of conflict was filed for today by Attorney Katz. As such, that will be honored. The case will be returned to the division judge. Position number 7, Dante Cook.
Your Honor, I believe he's represented also by Mr. Katz since he's position number 8 as well.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Dad.
That's correct. We've been in communication with Katz. We did something about a conflict, but I thought he was going to be logging on. This, I thought he said he was going to log on later.
Okay, well, if he appears, then we'll take up the case. If not, it will be returned to the division, both of them. Position 9, Anthony Comento. I have Mr. Comento, good morning. I have that Mr. Tucker has filed a leave that encompasses today. Have you spoken, with him? Okay. We do have a leave on file. As such, I will honor it. I wish that he had contacted you to let you know that he has a leave file so that you didn't have to come down here today, but we'll be returning your case to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. We appreciate you being here this morning. You're free to go. Position 10, Willie Denard.
Your Honor, Mr. Denard has applied previously, did not qualify as recently as May 8th, and I'm pretty sure he applied one time before. He also did not qualify.
Thank you, Mr. Dad.
Additionally, Judge, I have a note that he requested to hire his own attorney on March 13th of 2024, as well as May 8th of 2024.
Thank you. Willie Denard, you with me, Mr. Denard? Bench warrant will be granted if he does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 11, Jaffe Fielder.
I have been in communication with Ms. Freeman, and the diversion offer was given, so I'm expecting her to appear.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cheryl Freeman on behalf of Mr. Fielder.
I'm also here.
Okay, good morning. Where are we with this case, Ms. Friedman?
Yes, Your Honor. This case was referred to pretrial diversion and the intake application has been completed. And Mr. Fielder has consented to the terms and conditions of pretrial.
Okay. We don't have, I'm not sure that he can complete the diversion by September 4th, which is our last calendar here in ORCA. So I hate to return it to the division just to complete. Any suggestions?
I'm looking to see what the version was offered, to see if you can get it completed by this.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we just put it on that September 4th calendar, just for status on it? If he completes it by then, it'll be dismissed. If not, we'll figure out what to do with it at that time. Is
Okay.
everybody agreeable to that?
Yes,
Fine.
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So it will be reset for the status calendar on September 4th at 9 a.m.
Okay, and Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Well, I just found it. It needs to complete 8 hours of anger management and to pay the admin fee, so I'm sure that's something that can be done by September 4th.
Okay, very good. Let's see if we can knock that out so that we can get this behind him.
Okay, and then is there a number we can reach out to or a contact person for the anger management class?
Yes, our diversion team is gonna email you all the information once they process the paperwork.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Back to me, the paperwork. I'm sorry, the diversion form, did you send it back to me?
Yes, we sent it back yesterday evening.
Okay.
I can forward it back to you as well.
Yeah. So our diversion team gets it in there too, you'll get an email.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, if nothing further, you all are free to go this morning. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Position number 12, Aldonis Foote. Represented by Mac Hirsch. I have that the notice was returned. Have you been in contact with Mr. Hirsch on this matter?
I have been in contact with him. The last time was July 9th. I have been in contact with him.
Okay, let's see if we can reach him this morning. His client should have updated his address if he moved with us, or Mr. Hirsch should have gotten notice. Position number 13, Ladarius Green.
Your Honor, Marissa Goldberg for Mr. Green. I do expect him this morning. I've been speaking to states. I'd like to speak a little bit more.
Okay, good morning. I'll hold for your announcement. It's my understanding that position 14 has been null pros Andrea Harper.
That's correct, Judge.
Position 15, Brittany Hicks. Yes, good morning, Ms. Hicks. Are you still represented by Mr. Wright? Okay, very good. I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, Ms. Hicks. And Ms. Hicks, just so you know, I also have that your notice was returned to sender. So before you leave today, let's make sure that the clerk has your proper address, okay? All right, thank you, ma'am. Position 16, Zachary Jones.
Judge, I have a note that Brandon Rosenblum has entered an appearance on July 17th of this year.
I'm here for that case.
Oh, great.
But I'm not Brandon Rosenblum, so I hope that's all right. I think we got discovery judge. I've seen a minute to talk with Ms. Walker.
Okay,
Sorry, let's get the air,
okay.
then we can make an announcement. That's all right.
I'll hold for your announcement. Good morning.
Mr. Hirsch says he thought it was tomorrow and he'll log in right
Okay, thank you. Very good. Position 17, Malia King.
Morning, Judge. I believe she's on Zoom. I thought I saw her earlier. She completed whatever she was required for diversion. I sent the proof late last night to Ms. Githia. We just need to follow up, make sure everything is good.
Okay, I'll give Ms. Githia a chance to.
I think that's her, Judge.
I am here, but I cannot connect my camera. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, good morning, Ms. King.
Good morning.
We'll be with you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Everything has been completed. The state will dismiss it, but I just need to confirm with our diversion team, just FYI.
Okay, so let's make sure that that's done so that we can get a null process and get this behind her. Position 18, Anthony Knox.
Judge, I expect Mr. Knox to be in the courtroom. I did speak to him last week. We're gonna maintain a not guilty plea, requesting a jury trial, Judge.
Okay, as such, good morning, Mr. Knox. Your case will be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Okay, do you need anything more of him this morning, Mr. Dodd?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Knox. Good luck. Position 19, Kissy Leiter.
That's going to be my case, Judge. I believe Ms. Leiter is present on Zoom.
Yes.
Judge, so far she is in diversion. She's completed the community service hours, which I just sent the state this morning of proof of that. She's completed the one parenting class. I've also submitted that proof, but she has about 13 AA meetings left to finish, Judge. So I think the September.
No. I completed 20.
If you could get us proof of that, Ms. Leiter, I'll just announce pretrial so we can get the state that proof this morning, okay?
Can you check your email?
I did. I don't have it.
Okay, I'll try resending it.
Thank you, Ms. Leiter.
So, Ms. Leiter, it's your representation that you have done everything that you need to do to complete diversion?
Yes, sir. I've done 20 hours of community service, 20 AA classes, 16 hours and a half of community service for the alcohol and drug evaluation selected by the vendor. The vendor would not accept it. I did the Philadelphia, Gadenza, Dr. Douglas. He was supposed to, he's sending me that paperwork. And the parenting class was not one parenting class. It's the session, and I got a certificate, and I sent that yesterday. So I'm just.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that you have everything that you need. So if we can close the case out today, we can get that done. So you're telling the court that you have done everything and that you have proof that you've done everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So if you'll hold on, we'll make sure that that Ms. Helen gets all that, and we'll see if we can get this case closed today, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, can I ask one other question?
Yes, ma'am.
It was, it was supposed to be sealed after I
Okay.
do every,
I'll let you talk to Ms. Helen about that, okay?
okay, yes, sir, Your
All
Honor.
right, we'll be with you. Thank you, Ms. Leiter.
Thank you.
Position 20, Jasmine Mason.
That is also my case, Judge. I believe Miss Mason, great, she's here in person, Judge. Oh,
That's my daughter.
Letitia? Yeah, no, we're here
Oh,
for Letitia Mason.
Okay, right. So I sounded for Jasmine Mason, and is Jasmine Mason?
No, that's my daughter.
Okay,
He's the one who, I was to stay away from, in a violent type. way.
okay. Well, she's got another charge on here.
If we
So-
could get a copy of that calendar, I don't have that on my calendar. I have Letitia Mason
Okay.
for position 20,
All right, I've got,
We'll get y'all.
but thank you so much.
okay. So I'll hold on on Jasmine Mason. As far as Letitia Mason goes, good morning, ma'am. Where are we with her case?
Judge, she's in diversion. She's completed the payment of $250 into the program. She's completed the AA or anger management course, which I've sent to diversion. And I think she was going to show proof of the community service hours with the letterhead. So I think she may be completed.
Okay, so I'll let you get all that to Ms. Githier. So we'll be with you, Ms. Mason. Thank you.
No?
No, ma'am. Position 22, Tamika Means.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alan Schemberg here. My client is present.
Yes,
Hi, I'm morning.
good morning. Where are we with Ms. Means' case?
At this point, we've been back and forth with negotiations and my client still pleads not guilty and requests a jury trial. Also, I just received, well, she sent it, but the video that I have stopped in the middle. And was still playing, but you couldn't see any part of the video. So I just got another copy yesterday, so I'm gonna review it and request 10 days to file additional motions.
Okay, that's so as such, your case will be returned to the division judge. Mr. Schanberg, I'm sorry that you weren't able to get it resolved here. Unfortunately, you will begin with new solicitors in the division courtroom. I will instruct Ms. Githier to go ahead and get whatever it is that you've requested to you so that you'll have everything that you need once you get to the division judge, okay?
No problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
May we be
Yes.
excused?
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 23, Frederick Miles. Yes, good morning, Mr. Miles. Have you heard from Mr. Simmons? Okay, all right, very good. I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, sir. Position 24, Escalana Omana.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Davis and Mr. Romano, who is present. I'd like a few moments to conference with the state before making an announcement.
Okay, very good. All right, we'll hold for your announcement. Good morning.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 25, Bria Paz.
Judge, that's going to be my case. Ms. Poss is still incarcerated in Clayton County on a probation hold, which has no bond. I am checking the Clayton County inmate website now. She's still there, Judge.
Okay. We'll return it to the division judge. Position 26, Bentley Putman. I see you there, Mr. Thomas.
I'm sorry, I hit my unmute, Your Honor. As we discussed this with the solicitor yesterday, Mr. Putman lives in California. So we requested Zoom and that was granted. For now, we'll just ask for a trial and let it pass through.
Okay. Again, we'll return that to the division judge, Mr. Thomas.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor. We appreciate the consideration for the virtual.
All right, very good. If nothing further, you all have a good day.
Thank you.
Position 27, Leslie Robbins.
That's gonna be my case, Judge. If Mr. Robbins here, can you go ahead and stand for us? Judge, I spoke to Mr. Robbins. Give me an opportunity to have him appear via Zoom, but that's gonna be a plea this morning.
Okay, and I do have his paperwork, so we're ready for that. Position 28, Jordan Rock.
That's also my case, Judge. If Mr. Rock is present in court or on Zoom, I've spoken to him and his mother. They're aware of this court date. I'll announce pre-trial.
Okay. I'll hold for your announcement. Position 29, Fahad. The last name is Saljo.
I'll say.
Okay.
Here, confer with him. We likely will have a plea this morning. I just want to confer with him a little bit further.
All right, very good. I'll hold for your announcement. Position 30, Shanika Smiley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Mormon for Ms. Smiley. She is on the Zoom call as well. I just need a moment to pre-try with Ms. Githia.
Okay, very good. I'll hold for your announcement. Good morning. 31, Kasim Smith.
Your Honor, Mrs. Smith has also previously applied, and did not qualify.
Is Kasim Smith with us this morning? Kasim Smith. I'll give him till the end of the calendar to appear. If not, a bench warrant will be granted. 32, Nicole Sokura.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am. You still represented by Mr. Kester?
I am.
And have you spoken with him recently?
Yes, he should be on shortly.
Okay, very good. I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor.
Oh, yes, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Was this for the matter of Nicole Sakura?
Yes, sir. Where are we
Yeah.
with Ms. Sakura's case?
Your Honor, I'm speaking with the solicitor. I'm trying to get our plea paperwork today, and we're trying to organize and negotiate a plea.
Okay, very good. I'll hold for your announcement. Thank you, Mr. Kester.
Thank you, Your Honor.
33, Kiana Stallings.
Judge, that's my case and I've made entry into it. However, Ms. Stallings has 2 additional cases that the Maureen McLeod Conflict Attorney's Office has entered into. And the last note that I did have is that Ms. Stallings was on a SAP calendar, but that she was released.
She was on yesterday's SAP. The 2 of her cases.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I would have been on that calendar, right? Ms. McLeod, I have no present recollection. I'm sorry.
We believe that it would be appropriate to have all of Ms. Stallings' cases sent to the division judge to see if we can have a global resolution.
Okay, what did we do on the SAP calendar yesterday with her?
She was not there, Your Honor. She had already been released.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I guess we'll return this to division judge so that we can put all the cases together.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And
That
we,
concludes my business before the court today. I was just here from Ms. Stallings.
oh, well, thank you for appearing. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
Position 34, Jermaine Stevens. Represented by Russell Burnett.
Attorney Hoffman, I don't see her.
Okay. Let's see if we can get in touch with her this morning so we can get an announcement. Position 35, Latrian Temple.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here. My lawyer, he's in another case right now. He did advise me to let you know, he did find conflict and he requests for the case to continue so he can give the state a copy of the report.
Okay. I got note that he was going to be late this morning. Do we expect him to be with us this morning?
He did say he'll log in shortly.
Okay, so I'll hold for his announcement.
Okay,
All right, thank you, sir.
thank you.
Position 36, Keith Vance.
That's my case, Your Honor. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Murphy. Where are we with Mr. Vance's case?
Judge, he's been MIA, so I don't believe he's going to be here today.
Okay. You've had no contact with him, Mr. Murphy?
That's correct. No contact, and the phone number has been no good for quite some time, and I've not heard from him.
Okay, we'll see if we can get him through a bench warrant.
That's all.
All right. Have a good, is that your only case, Mr. Murphy?
It is indeed.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 37, Dontavius Williams.
Judge, that's my case. Mr. Williams is present here in court. We're going to request a jury trial for this case.
Okay, Mr. Williams, your case will be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Do you need anything further of Mr. Williams this morning, Ms.
No,
Howard?
Judge.
Okay, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Williams. Position 38, Isaac Woodley.
Morning, Your Honor, 48, Mr. Woodley, the president of the corporate. Pulling out the pre-trial, I believe that'll be a negotiated plea today.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I'll hold for your announcement. Let's see, let me go back to, I see that Mr. Hirsch has joined us. Good morning, Mr. Hirsch. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. I had it on my calendar for tomorrow. I think I got maybe 2 notices for ORCA calendars, but Miss Adams won't be present because of that, but I can relay any message, anything from what happens today. I just wanted to inform the court that the psych eval is still outstanding, but there was a lot of confusion behind who the Emory folks that are going to do the evaluation were to contact, and they were.
Your Honor, if I can interrupt, sorry, Mr. Hirsch. Max Hirsch is the attorney for the defendant, and I think Matt, your case is still for tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because
Okay.
your client is Elizabeth, is it?
My client is Emily Adams. I think
Emily
she's
Adams.
yeah, she's on tomorrow's calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge, my attorney is Max Hirsch for Aldonis Foot.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Hirsch, for the mix-up.
No worries.
So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
for the interruption.
I'm in contact with him right now, and I think he's just having trouble I guess joining the live, but I did send him the code to join in, so I'm just waiting on him to join in.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Foot. So I'll hold for his announcement. All right, let me start with the Zoom call. Is there anyone on the Zoom call that joined me late or did not hear their name?
Your Honor, Lumen on here for Jasmine Mason.
Okay. That was,
That's number 10.
yeah.
That's number 20.
Oh, okay, yes.
That was that was signed up for a plea. I don't see her on. We were just communicating not too long. I could try to reach out to see what issue there is here.
Okay, so you anticipate that this is going to be a plea this morning, counsel?
I do anticipate, yes, Judge.
Okay, so I'll just hold for your announcement so we can get the paperwork, okay, and for her to join us.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. It's been executed this morning. I didn't know if I had to take an extra step to have it over to wherever I need to take it. So wherever I need to send it.
Okay, I'll have the solicitor get in touch with you, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
All right, very good.
And-
Let's see.
Morning,
Yes, Mr. Douglas.
On behalf of Michael Kozybrev,
What's the last name again?
Kozyyrev.
Your Honor, he's number 1 on the status.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Douglas, where are we with his case?
We've completed all the plea paperwork. I wasn't sure if we were required to still appear this morning. I was sent notice, so I'm here. But he is, if you'll recall, active duty Navy and is at sea at the moment. And so he won't be able to appear. But all the plea paperwork has been completed, and I believe this matter's been resolved.
Okay, so if my memory is correct, he was the one that wanted some additional time because of a car issue that he wanted to drive across country?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. And will he be able to take a Zoom plea at any point in the next couple of months?
I would imagine so. He was supposed to be free during this period. That's why we rescheduled for this period. But as you can imagine, you know, the military does what they do when they want to do it. So he had anticipated just being in some sort of training during this time, and was supposed to be able to appear. But as of last Wednesday or Thursday, he had orders to be shipped out.
Is it possible to reschedule it for September and possibly if he's not available, will you plea an abstention?
That's fine. Do you want to do that, Mr. Douglas? So
I didn't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
we have a another final plea calendar set for September 4th at 9 a.m. Ms. Githiea's suggestion is that either he can be here at that time or you can have the paperwork for plea and abstention prepared and ready for the court.
Either or both, I guess, just in case. I would maybe plan to pursue both.
So we will reset it for the final plea calendar on September 4th so that you can get the necessary paperwork together.
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Good
Anything
morning, Your
further?
Honor. Do you have a Rogelio Cruz on your calendar? We've submitted all the plea paperwork through Mr. Birch, and I believe it got routed over to Ms. Guthiea as well.
Yes, I'm ready for you, Mr. Watson, as soon as I finish up my calendar call, okay? And I know
I just didn't hear. Right,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out. I didn't hear his name called, but I'm assuming it
No.
was.
He was the first one I called this morning. We sounded for the court reporter, for the interpreter. She's here, so we were
Okay,
ready.
perfect.
We're
All
ready
right,
to
thank you,
go.
Judge. I'll just mute out until you're ready.
Okay,
Thanks.
all right, you're welcome. Mr. Douglas, if nothing further, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right,
Good.
see you in September. Let's see, anybody else on the Zoom call that did not hear their name or joined me late? All right, anyone in court with me that joined me late? Good morning.
Good morning. Peter Simmons for Frederick Miles, who is present. Had a conflict earlier, sent something over yesterday about that. I was pre-trying the case last evening with solicitors there. Pre-trial, anticipate a negotiated plea this morning.
Okay, very good. And this is Mr. Miles?
No, Mr. Miles.
Okay, very good. I'll be with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll just stay over here on this side. Go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Teresa here with cards from that office, Jermaine Stevens.
Stevens?
Yes, Your Honor. He's present. He filed a conflict letter.
Okay,
We're in the YSL trial, but I thought I would try to see this morning.
Okay.
To resolve.
and Mr. Stevens is with us? Yes, good morning, sir. So I'll hold for your announcement.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, sir.
Morning, I'm Dante Cook.
Cook?
Yes, sir.
Position 7 on the final calendar. 7 and 8. That's Mr. Katz.
Okay.
Mr. Katz, please.
Your attorney has a leave.
I thought he was going to be late. Let me just go through my notes.
Okay, if you'll just hold on for me, Mr. Cook. I know that there's a conflict file, but let's just make sure before I release you, okay? We'll see if we can get in touch with Mr. Katz. All right.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes.
This is Mr. Foote. I was just making sure me and Max Hurst didn't miss anything. I'm still waiting on him to respond.
Okay, no, we're gonna hold for his announcement, Mr. Foote. So just hang with me, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
I think I got it mixed up.
Okay.
The gentleman who stood, but this is Mr. Alexander, position 2. I announced pre-trial.
Okay, so Your last name is Anderson. All right, not Alexander. Okay, I have a Keyshawn Alexander. Okay, all right. So, all right, so we've got Mr. Alexander and you're Keyshawn Anderson. Do you have a notice to be on a calendar here today, Mr. Anderson? Just want to make sure you're in the right courtroom.
May have been my issue, Judge. Let me check to see what his court date is.
Okay, all right, we'll be with you, Mr. I don't see you on any of my calendars this morning, so, but we'll find out where you're supposed to be, okay? Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Last name again for me? Charlton? Yes, also, Mr. Katz is. If you'll just hold on for us, Mr. Charleston, we'll see if we can get it. He has a notice of conflict filed. I just want to make sure that he's not going to be with us this morning before I release you, okay? All right, anyone else in court or on Zoom that did not hear their name or join me late? Okay, Ms. Githia, you here singular today? Anyone else joining you?
Just me today. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to pre-try with you. I do want to get, since we do have an interpreter on the line, I want to go ahead and get that case done so that I can release her to her other business today. Yes, sir?
Here on that case, Judge.
Okay, we'll be with you, Mr. Jones. And
Are you ready to do the plea for Mr. Cruz, correct?
yes,
Okay.
Mr. Watson, is Mr. Cruz on with us?
He is, Your Honor. He should be on. Maybe if
Okay,
the interpreter could just ask him to.
Señor Cruz, señor Rogelio Hernández Cruz, I believe that. ¿Puede prender su cámara, por favor, y el micrófono?
I believe he's under Hernandez.
Right.
O señor Hernández,
While we're doing that, Ms. Chance, if you'll raise your right hand for me.
yes.
Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Interpreter, could you maybe just instruct him or ask him to unmute his microphone? That seems to be the only thing we're waiting on.
Señor Hernández Cruz, Rogelio, por favor, ¿puede usted hacer clic en el icono de la cámara y del micrófono para poder verlo y escucharlo? Señor Hernández Cruz, señor Rogelio, ¿me escucha? Señor Rogelio Hernández Cruz.
No la escucho.
No, ¿ahora me escucha?
Yo sí la escucho.
Okay, I can hear you. Oh,
All right.
ahora lo veo. He turned on his camera and microphone.
Okay.
Sir.
Would you ask him to tell the court his name, please?
Por favor, díganos su nombre completo.
Rogelio Hernández Cruz.
Rogelio Hernández Cruz.
Good morning, Mr. Cruz. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. If you'll raise your right hand for me, please.
Buenos días, señor Rogelio Cruz. Yo soy el juez Morrow. ¿Puede levantar su mano derecha, por favor?
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Usted jura o afirma que la declaración que dará ante este tribunal será la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí, claro.
I do, of course.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, sir.
Puede bajar su mano, señor.
Ms. Githia?
Señora Quitella.
So just 1 second, the plea paperwork went away from me.
I cannot hear.
Okay, can you hear me?
Now I can. Thank
Okay.
you.
The state's recommendation will be for the driving without the valid license, a $250 fine.
La Fiscalía recomienda una multa de $250 por el primer cargo de manejar sin licencia o con licencia vencida.
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course.
Failure to obey traffic signs, an additional $250 fine.
Por el segundo cargo de incumplimiento de una señal de tránsito, otra fianza de $250.
Claro.
The hit and run and driving under the influence of alcohol less safe will be dismissed.
Y el cargo de chocar y huir es el tercero, y el cuarto de manejar incapacitado por los efectos del alcohol van a ser desestimados.
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course.
And does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Se acuerda con la jurisdicción, los hechos y la identificación.
Yes, ma'am, we certainly do.
Sí, su señora, por supuesto.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nada más, su señoría.
Mr. Watson?
Señor Watson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, su
Anything-
señoría.
Anything further?
¿Algo más?
No, Your Honor, we appreciate the state working with us on this case. I believe this is a just resolution given the circumstances, and we would just ask that you accept the plea as tendered.
Agradecemos a la Fiscalía por trabajar con nosotros. Esto se ha ajustado a las circunstancias y solicitamos que su señoría acepte este convenio declaratorio.
Mr. Cruz, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 005921B, you wish to plead guilty to driving without a valid license and failure to obey traffic control device. Is that correct?
Señor Cruz, yo entiendo que en su caso número 21 CR 005-921B, usted quiere declararse culpable ante el cargo de manejar sin licencia o con licencia vencida. Y por no cumplir con una señal de tránsito. ¿Es correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
¿Está usted bajo la influencia de drogas o alcohol esta mañana?
No, claro que no.
No,
Nada
of
de-
course not.
Ando trabajando.
I
Bueno,
am
voy a
work-
empezar a trabajar, perdón.
I am working. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm about to start working.
You've been represented by Mr. Watson. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Usted está representado por el licenciado Watson. ¿Está usted satisfecho con los servicios de él?
Sí, claro.
Yes, of
Desde que
course.
tomó mi caso, él ha sido el que me ha representado y pues no tengo nada que decir porque es un buen abogado.
Yes, of course, since the beginning that he took my case, he has represented me and I have nothing to say. He is a good attorney.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Usted entiende que tiene el derecho constitucional de ir a juicio con jurado, pero que al declararse culpable usted no irá a juicio con jurado, ¿entiende?
Muy poco.
A little, a very little.
Okay. You have a right to a jury trial. It's my understanding that you don't want a jury trial in this matter. Is that correct?
Usted tiene el derecho de ir a juicio, pero entiendo que usted no quiere ir con este caso a juicio. ¿Es eso correcto?
Claro.
Of course.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
¿Hay alguien que lo haya forzado o coaccionado para declararse culpable?
No, nadie.
No, nobody.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Watson, have you discussed when he can pay the fine?
Yo acepto su declaración como ha sido negociada. Señor Watson, ¿usted ha hecho arreglos para cómo se deba pagar la multa?
Your Honor, is there going to be an online payment platform available, I assume?
Su señoría, yo entiendo que va a ser, asumo que va a ser un pago en línea.
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course.
Ms. Smith, can you take where they can pay online? Do we have that?
Yes, Your Honor, I can send you the information.
Okay. We'll send you all the link, Mr. Watson.
Yes, Your Honor, to answer your question, we can pay it at first opportunity as soon as we see that.
Le mandaremos la información para hacerlo. Sí, su señoría, y le quiero informar que lo haremos lo antes posible.
Okay. Give us at least until the end of the day to get that uploaded and then he can get it paid, okay?
Yes, Your
Por
Honor.
favor, permítanos que hasta el fin de hoy, el final del día de hoy, para que nosotros podamos ponerlo en el sistema y usted recibirá enviárselo. Sí, su señor.
Ah, perdón, no le entendí. ¿El pago sería hoy?
So, excuse me, I didn't understand. Would the payment be made today?
Later today, if you can do it later today.
Más tarde, en el día de hoy, si es que lo puede hacer hoy.
Madam Interpreter, would you tell my client that I will talk with him offline and facilitate this?
Señor Cruz, su abogado quiere comunicarle que él va a hablar con usted fuera de la plataforma acerca de esto.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything further with Mr. Cruz today?
¿Algo
No, sir.
más?
No, pues
No,
sería todo por
no.
el momento.
You'll have a good rest of your day. You're free to go.
Que tenga
Thank
un
you, Your
muy
Honor.
buen resto del día. Puede retirarse. Gracias,
Gracias,
su señoría.
igualmente.
Thank you, Ms. Chancellor. We appreciate it as always.
You're very welcome, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay.
Can I make a brief announcement? Judge Edline is holding for me on the status. Can I just go report up and come right back?
Of course, yeah, we'll hold for your announcement. Let's see, if everyone on Zoom and here in the courtroom be patient. We only have one Ms. Githia this morning, so she is going to be handling everyone. I'll take announcements as you get with her or have announcements. And we'll take the pleas as we can get those worked in, okay? The court will be in recess until there's an announcement. You're free to move around.
Speed limit was over. I need to put it down.
Good morning, Mr. Mabing.
Good morning, Judge. I apologize. I was in front of Judge Cope, and she worked us in on a jury trial on a matter, so I apologize for my tardiness.
No worries. Tell me your client's name again, please.
It's Laterion Temple, Your Honor?
Temple.
Correct.
Okay, and where are we with Mr. Temple's case?
Judge, we may be able to resolve this. The state is considering certain, they may be willing to work with us on this case, Judge. However, they're waiting on the GBI result for the blood. They're looking for that. Obviously, it exists out there somewhere. So in short, Judge, we're just asking for a short continuance. Just let the state grab that and be able to give us a final offer. I think we very well may be able to resolve this, Judge, in the division.
Okay.
I'm sorry, in front of this court.
Okay, so we have a final plea calendar on September 4th at 9 o'clock. You think will that be enough time for you?
That's enough time for us, Judge. I'd let the state chime in on whether they think that that's going to be enough time to get with the GBI. Obviously, the test, I'm assuming if it exists, it's already been done since it's such an old case. It's just a matter of tracking it down. So it's okay with us if the state thinks that's good with them.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
well, that's my last calendar here in ORCA, so.
September 4th it is.
All right, so if you can resolve it by then, fine. If not, we'll have to return it to the division, okay?
That's right. We will take care of that, Judge.
All right, so we'll place the Temple case on final plea September 4th. And is Mr. Temple with us?
He is, Judge. I believe he had
Yes, sir, I'm
announced
still here.
and let you know when his name was called. I told him how I was in another courtroom.
Okay, well, very good. You're both free to go this morning. Thank you.
And
All right, Judge,
Your
September 4th it is. Have a wonderful day.
Do the same.
Mr. can you hear me?
Honor,
Yeah, hey, what's up? I can hear you.
Give me a call Friday afternoon, and that way
You
we try to
got
get
it.
this resolved. Yeah.
My pleasure. I'm happy to. I'll give you a call Friday afternoon. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
and Your Honor,
Just one second. I've got a number of people that are in line, so I'll be with you in just a moment. Yes.
understood, Your Honor.
Did an announcement for Dylan Bushwood.
Okay.
We're going to continue our negotiations and request to be placed on the September for the final plea calendar.
Okay.
And I do, Mr. Bushway did direct him from Athens. Would it be possible for him to appear via Zoom on the September calendar for a plea?
That's fine with me, as long as you get the plea paperwork together so we can get you all in and out as soon as possible.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. Yes, have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Mr. Ann?
Yes, Your Honor, this is for the Jasmine Mason case. That was supposed to be a plea today. I do not see her online and I can't get in touch with her. We communicated as last night going over the plea, and considering what she's appeared in every single appearance in person via Zoom, probably over 16 times probably throughout this case, and something's really wrong here, or something's not right.
Her mother is in court with us today on another matter. Do you want me to hear from her?
Oh,
Judge, I did ask
Sure.
Ms. Mason if she could call Jasmine.
Okay. So her mother's, well, I don't know, because I don't want her to, is there a order in her case as far as?
Oh, sorry. Let me check, that's actually.
You don't have.
Let me just check the bond order, see if I can solve it. Give me 1 second, Judge.
So just give me a moment. We'll see if we can possibly raise your client. If we can't, I'm happy to reset this for tomorrow. I'm on the bench tomorrow, same time. So, but give us a moment. If I can get it completed today and we can get her on the line, I prefer to do that.
I understand, Your Honor. My only issue is that I have a matter that's coming up that I have an administrative hearing that I have to attend to at 11 o'clock, and that's
Okay. All right. So
I'm
would you?
located here. It's about 40 minutes away. So
Okay. So would you prefer? I'm happy to let you come back tomorrow, and I'll just put you on an add-on calendar for tomorrow.
that would be fine, Your Honor, and I'll figure out what's happening.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So we'll see you tomorrow, and if you do raise her, well, we'll just see what happens. Okay.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Did you have something, Ms. Helen?
And Judge, I just checked the bond order. It's no further violent contact, so she could call her, but just to let her know it is for tomorrow at 9 for her to appear.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm not sure if are we addressing my case right now?
Well, yes, I am. Apparently, your client's mother has a case before me also, and she was going to see if she could get in touch with your client, her daughter, to see where she is.
Oh, that's news to me. I'm a little confused. It's a DUI matter.
Jasmine Mason?
Yes, it's a DUI matter.
Yes. But her mother has a case in front of me on a wholly different matter.
Understood.
Just happens to be on the same calendar this morning.
Okay. News to me.
Okay, so
This is just right.
just hang on for me for a moment. We'll be with you. Yes.
Morning, Your Honor. Eric Rouse for Margaret Adams. We're position 1 on the final plea calendar. I've just spoken with the state. We're still trying to negotiate something before the court so that we can submit it before the court. We wanted to reset this for a final plea. No, the state's waiting on some direction from her office as to how to proceed, but.
Okay, so that September 4th final plea calendar at 9 o'clock? Okay, hopefully we can get it resolved here. Otherwise, if we can't, then I'm gonna have to send you back to the division and you're gonna get all new solicitors and you're gonna have to basically start over again.
And that's
So-
what we're trying to avoid.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right.
May we
Yes.
be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day.
2 sips of coffee. May we?
Hey, Your Honor, this is
Yes.
Mr. Foot. My attorney Max Hurst just joined. I don't know if I think he can hear you now.
Oh, yeah, I'm on, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Hirsch. Position number 12, Mr. Foot's case, where are we with his case?
Ready for trial.
Okay, the case will be returned to the division judge. He'll get notification of his next hearing date. Let me say, Mr. Hirsch, for Mr. Foot, I do have a return to sender for the notice, so he may want to make sure that we have his proper address in the system for the clerk, so that he does get proper notice of his next court date.
I'll take care of it. Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. If nothing further, appreciate.
One question, when you say
Yes.
trial, does that mean we're going to, or are you gonna call me and speak on that, or?
Mr. Foot, I'll discuss it with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, and was that your only case on my calendar, Mr. Hirsch?
It is.
Okay, y'all have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
Just return to the division. Okay. Judge, if I could announce on Mr. Zachary Jones. I don't know what page that is.
Position 16, okay,
Yes, Judge, that's gonna be the return to division. Can't work it out, so.
okay.
Put it down for trial.
All right, you'll get notice of your next hearing date.
And Judge, we have one on board for tomorrow, and I have conflicts. May I appear virtually for that? No?
Fine, it's fine with me.
Thank you. For your, the job space is gonna be jury trial.
Yes, jury trial.
And then your case. No, that's the case.
I think something great.
What's your email?
Send it.
Always giving them. You didn't get us.
Mr. Wright, I see that you've joined us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're on Brittany Hicks, this case, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where
And
Go
I
ahead.
believe that case is gonna have to go to a trial calendar and be tried.
Okay, we'll return it to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Let me make note that the notice that was sent to Ms. Hicks was returned to the court, so. Okay, apparently we did get her information. Okay, so you all get notice from the division judge as far as your next hearing date.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day. You and Ms. Hicks are free to go.
Take care.
Your Honor, should I stick around or
If you'll give me just a few more minutes, the mother went into the hallway, so I can give you an announcement as soon as she comes back in.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
If I can just.
So Attorney Ann, it's mine. Why don't we just do this? Why don't I just give you the opportunity to raise her and we'll do as we had planned earlier. So if you want to see if you can raise her by tomorrow, come back tomorrow. And if it will be a plea, that I'll give Ms. Githier a chance to get the paperwork together.
Understood, Your Honor. I appreciate you.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. We'll have to get you a Zoom link for that. So for you and your client for that, so we'll make sure to get that done.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Have a good rest of your day.
Sorry to interrupt. The Zoom link for today is the same as the one tomorrow. So you can reuse the same Zoom link if you're coming back tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Glanville.
And Judge, okay. Can I just, I have a question for Attorney Ann or A.N.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because I just talked to Miss Mason. Her daughter's name, first, middle, and last, is Jasmine Simone Mason, but the date of birth is different. She says her daughter's date of birth is July 15th, 1995, and not a May 4th, 1995. So I didn't know if Attorney Ann had her date of birth so we could see who it is. But I've also texted her daughter's the Zoom link just to see if she'll appear and give some clarification.
And the officer still has some.
Sure. I mean, if
And he's
give
wearing.
me a moment, I can
There's things that.
find out her date of birth.
Try to throw that out.
Just one moment.
Okay. He did mention spread. That isn't necessary.
It's May 4th, 95.
But I'm just saying.
It's not, yeah, it may, I don't think it's the same person. I don't know if she has social, but I did give the daughter the Zoom link. If she appears, and I guess it's not the right Jasmine Simone Mason.
It's kind of like his
First, middle, and last. He said it was, I wasn't here.
This was May. He says it's May 4th, 1995. That's what you guys and your friends. That's four, just 4 sentences.
Okay, well, apparently it may be an entirely different person with the exact same name, as they have different birth dates. So regardless, see if you can raise your client and we'll see tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you
All
tomorrow.
right, very good.
Mr. Isaac Woodley.
There's no more district judge. Violence.
Okay.
I'm gonna take another look at
For the
the
outcome,
video, and we
committee
should get another, put this on the
I've
section
gone
before.
through evaluation and
Final plea.
necessary.
Okay, position number 38, September 4th, final plea.
Yes.
Okay. 9 a.m.
Judge, can we appear via maybe for that, please?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I mean, it's reduced.
As long as you get the paperwork
Yes,
in
sir. I'll-
prior to
I'll-
that time.
Yeah, and it'll either be a plea or it'll ask that it be returned to the division for trial that day.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, y'all have a good rest of your day.
Yes.
No cause in this case today.
That one, we need that disposition. We're gonna,
I'm not gonna, I mean.
were you able to get it?
No.
Position 24, Mr. Escalona.
Yes, that is correct.
It was originally going to be a plea, but is now gonna be a jury trial request. It can be returned to the division.
That is correct, Your Honor. We do have an immunity motion on file. I don't know if Your Honor is going to hear that motion or if the division judge will hear the motion, but this case will not be settled today, and we're asking for a jury trial, and we're asking to be placed on the motion calendar.
Okay.
It's what are we doing about week?
Week is for me.
If you want me to hear the motion, I can hear it on September 19th. If you want it to be returned to the division, it's fine also.
I would ask for it to be returned to the division judge.
Okay, all right.
That's fine. I just need time in.
Yeah.
As you say.
You'll get notice of your next hearing date. We'll return it to the division.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Yes, you all have a good day.
Good seeing you.
You also.
You're welcome.
I mean, I don't need like the whole back and forth. I just need to. Yeah, regarding this is what we agreed to. What is something?
Yeah, I mean, that's the document, but I have all of the reports.
And I'm sorry, that thing is very, it won't go off.
Yes.
Yes.
My immigrant father
Position 13.
Okay,
Is it possible to reset this to next week's calendar? Apparently there was a diversion offer that was given back in March. There was some subsequent action and somehow it didn't go through. I just need about a week's time to figure out what happened. And why the original diversion offer wasn't allowed to go through. Then we can make any additional changes so that we can offer diversion to your clients.
okay. Do I have a calendar next week?
We don't have any status
next week.
I can get some CIT calendar. This week. Six, 17. We have nothing going forward next week, you're on.
Okay, let me see.
Unless you want to hear it on your jury trial date on Tuesday, the 13th. You want to add it? I can add it on.
Okay, so we can either add it on the 13th, or I do have a calendar on the 21st and 22nd of.
Your Honor, actually have 11th Circuit argument on the 13th, the 21st or the 22nd. We can do that. Is there any way if we get this resolved prior to that we can let the court know?
Sure, just take it off.
This would be some replace diversion.
Okay, so you wanna do an add-on for the 21st?
That's
Yep.
fine.
Okay,
And if possible, if we don't, for whatever reason, can we appear via Zoom if for some reason we don't work this out, which I think we will, but.
okay,
Okay, thank you.
okay.
All
All right, very good.
And I'll email you and hopefully we get done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
What case was that?
That's 13 greens.
Reset for,
Add on. I'll create it.
and that was I said the 21st.
Give me 1 second, I'll pull that.
That's to take a plea or status.
Status.
I thought you was. Is this probation or is this court fees?
That's it.
2022. Okay,
1 minute talk.
What positions are those, Your Honor?
Okay, position 32, Mr. Kester's case, and position 30, Ms. Mormon's case. Ms. Mormon and Mr. Kester, we haven't forgotten about you. Ms. Guthier is free now, so I'll place you all into breakout rooms in turn with her so you can discuss your cases.
Okay,
Thank you, Aaron.
You send me the Zoom link and log on.
Yes.
I'm ready, so whenever I get the paperwork, you all just let me know.
Your Honor, I'm going to handle the cases on Zoom, so Ms. Guthier can handle.
Okay,
The
very good,
pleas.
thank you.
My daughter, I just spoke with her, Jasmine Mason. She don't know anything about this.
Apparently, ma'am, your daughter has the exact same name, first, middle, and last name as another young lady, and they have different dates of birth. So we were able to work that out, but she does have the exact same name as someone else.
The
So
one that her, well, bench one.
no, and we're not issuing a bench warrant anyway in the case. Okay, so thank you for calling. We appreciate it. Okay, the only paperwork that I have that's ready for a plea is in the Robbins case.
Frederick Miles, he did complete everything on DocuSign.
Okay. So whenever I get that paperwork, I'm just saying that's the only paperwork that I have. So as soon as the solicitor and the clerk get it to me, I'm happy to take them.
Got some documents for you.
Oh, yeah.
And Judge, I have a couple announcements if the court's ready.
Yes, Ms. Helen.
For position 2 on the final plea calendar, Mr. Keyshawn Alexander, he's present in court, Judge. We won't be able to resolve that today. We're requesting that it be sent back to the division.
Okay. Mr. Alexander, you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go. If
Zoom, Evan, and he, this is why, do we have updated information?
Oh, Mr. Alexander, you got your information updated, your address and everything with the court?
Another guy.
Yeah, that was another gentleman,
Yeah.
Anderson. Thank you. You're good. My next position, Judge, is position 19. We still need to, I'm requesting a compliance calendar, hopefully in September. We need to still ask Diversion a couple questions about her case. It won't be dismissed today. So I'm just asking for a little bit more time in September.
okay, we'll put it on a status calendar, September 4th. Okay.
Position 20, Judge.
Well, let me finish up with 19. Is Miss Leiter still on the Zoom?
Judge,
Let me
she's
let
on
her go
Zoom.
since she's been here. Miss
She's
Leiter?
under Ashanti. And you're muted, Miss Leiter.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. We're resetting your case until September 14th to make sure that we have all the documents so that we can get it dismissed, okay?
Okay, thank you so very much.
Yes, you're free to go today.
14th.
All right, thank you.
September 4th.
Oh, 4th and not
Yeah,
14th.
Right, it's 4th.
Just for
Okay.
part of the issue.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, hey, Miss Leiter.
Yes, yes.
I think one of the issues was when she took the AA, the meetings. And that was the issue with, she was supposed to do it through our vendor. So I just want to make sure that we understood that she may have completed it, but it was the understanding was to do it under our vendor. And she was made aware of that.
Okay, so you'll
And
talk to her about that, Ms. Helen?
I will, Judge, and I just want to see if there's anything that I can do to see what she's done, to see if there's possible credit for it, but we'll just continue working on it.
Okay, we'll see
Okay.
you back in September, Ms. Leiter.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
The
Um,
next position I have is position 20, Ms. Letitia Mason.
Okay,
And Judge, I have sent the completion of her community service hours to diversion. I've also sent the anger management as well as the $250 completion, but I think the announcement is that diversion has to look over that to then issue a null pros.
Just to confirm everything's been completed. If so, we'll issue a null pros.
okay, we'll reset that till September 4th status as well.
And I apologize, Judge, I want to make sure I'm not hearing it wrong. The 4th?
4th,
Okay.
yes. Anything further, Ms. Mason?
No, Judge.
You're free to go. Thank you, ma'am.
My next case is position 26, Mr. Leslie Robbins. He's appearing on Zoom, and that will be a plea this morning.
Okay,
Mr. Robbins, oh, I think he's iPhone possibly.
I did provide you with an updated calendar.
Okay,
if I'm gonna take a plea from him, I'm gonna need to see him. So he's gonna need to, is that him on the, in the purple
Yes,
shirt?
Judge.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be with you, Mr. Robbins.
my next position is position 27, Jordan Rock. He's present here in court, Judge, but his mother and him would like to make some statements to the court, if possible, if the court will allow.
Okay, and to what nature? Ms. Helen?
She wants to request something of the court and also let the court know some things.
Okay, well, just understand that at this point in time, I don't know anything about the case, so I'm happy to hear about it.
Currently, it's in diversion. He's completed the community service hours. I've sent that to diversion. Due to the time limitation, diversion has said today was the date to make their $250 payment, as well as I've also sent the anger management certificate that he's completed it, but she wants to know if it's possible that we can resolve it today instead of resetting it to September 4th.
Okay, have they completed? Well, I'm happy to hear, but if they haven't completed the terms, then I don't know how it can be reset, but I'm happy to hear whatever position.
27 or 20.
It's Jordan Rock. Okay. So tell me what was Ms. Helen?
Yes,
What
Judge.
was Mr. Rock supposed to complete?
The anger awareness course, which he has, and I've submitted it to diversion. The 20 hours of community service, which he has, I've also submitted that. There is still a remaining $250 to be paid as well. But I was under the impression that was going to be done today.
Okay,
As part of the conditions, and everybody's made aware of that when they accept the motion.
okay. Yes, good morning, ma'am. What's your name?
Good morning, Val. I'm Allison Rock, Courtney Rock's mother,
And what's your name?
Allison Rock.
Okay,
And I'm just trying to get this pretty much squashed today due to the fact that my son attends college and it's like an hour and a half away. And it's kind of hard going back and forth from college to the court. However, I do have the $250 and they still want to put it off to September 14th. And I do not know why. If he completed the community service and he completed the anger management and I scraped up the $250, why we can't squash it today? Why do we have to wait till September 14th? Why, he's gonna be in school. He starts back to school on August the 13th. He attends Gordon State College. And I'm already a single parent. That's a long story. Just make a long story short. Can we resolve this today, sir, please? We have the $250 he done. He did his anger management. He did his community service. What's the problem?
I'm saying, for clarification, you're just saying pay the $250 admin fee.
Yes, ma'am. I have the $250 right now.
And the community service, have you provided the?
Yes, ma'am. I provided all documentation that was, ma'am.
Okay. just Ms. Helen, has the community service and the anger management been completed? That's what you
Yes,
provided?
yes, and I've submitted that to diversion.
Okay, and the admin fee is going to be paid today?
Right now.
Pending confirmation from diversion that everything has been completed, it would be no cost. I just cannot confirm that at this very moment.
Okay, well,
And
can we get her where she can pay the $250? So at
I
least-
sent the link to her, Judge. She has it.
Okay, all right, so, can we go ahead on and have her pay it and get a receipt for it, so at least we'll know that that's done? I don't know how that works.
Payments that, you know, that's something that goes through the system, so it's a process, and that's why we do ask everyone to have this done days before the court hearing, and Mr. Rock has since May 8th to complete these 20 hours and anger management, so.
Okay.
Well, ma'am,
so-
we speaking in regards to the money, ma'am. Like I said, I'm a single parent and he's in college, so I'm doing the best I can. So they gave me the date for the last day to pay, and that's why I have the money today, because it's the last day to pay. And I finally scraped with the money, ma'am, and I apologize about that. But like I said, I'm a single mother trying to raise a son that's in college. It's kind of hard.
Okay, let's just get them the link to where they can pay and, you know, let her get it paid. And then once we get confirmation of it, he's not gonna have to come back on September 4th.
Please.
He's not gonna have
Thank
to
you.
come back on September 4th. If all that's done, then they'll just issue an all pros and we won't have to take him out of school to get him back up here.
Thank you so
Okay?
much. That's all I'm asking.
All right, that's fine, and I
Okay.
understand.
Okay, thank you,
So,
Your Honor.
Ms. Helen, if you can assist in, having her get the link to however it gets paid, we can get.
I've sent the link.
that
She's
done.
received it. I've also just sent the Zoom link for court,
Okay,
for the next court appearance.
okay, so we put you back on a calendar so that you don't fall through the cracks, okay? So that if something happens, that you're back on a calendar, that doesn't mean that he has to appear for that calendar,
Okay, but
okay?
we have to show up through Zoom, right? Well, what if he's in class? That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
listen to me, listen
Yes,
to what
sir.
I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
He won't have to come back at all if it's all completed and the solicitor gets confirmation from diversion that it's all been completed. They'll issue a null pros, which means they'll dismiss the case, and then he'll be done, okay? We only put him on that September calendar in case something goes awry,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes,
And
sir.
even if something goes awry, we can work with you on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
you've talked to me today. I understand your situation. I don't want to take your son out of school. I understand that you've had some difficulty, the difficulties that you're having. So we'll work with you,
Thank you, sir.
okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So let's just take it a step at a time. Let's get you to get that paid today. And as soon as I get that null process, as soon as there's confirmation, I'll get it signed and he'll be done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
Appreciate
all
that.
right,
Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
much. Have a blessed day.
You
Thank
do the same. Thank you.
And Judge, those are all the cases I have.
Do you have Leslie Robbins?
Oh, yes, Judge, we're gonna, as soon as the court's ready for a plea, we,
Okay, so that's the only one that I have still. Oh, I've got a couple others, but this one's in my hand. Are we ready for Leslie Robbins?
yes, Judge.
Mr. Reyes, I just emailed Mrs. Smith to pick up the one.
Okay, let me see. The other ones that I just received, and then I'll just take these in line. I do have Mr. Reyes, Villatoro, I have Frederick Miles, and I have Jeremy Stevens. Okay, so we'll just go down the list, okay? You need something from me, Mr. Dodd?
Judge, I want to find out if on Malia King is the only case I have left. Whether, I mean, I'd be happy to stay, or we can reset it for the 4th. I mean, she did complete the class. If there's any pending issue, we can revisit on the 4th. And hopefully in the meantime, we'll get a null process. That's the only reason she's still on, Judge.
Okay.
Right, I haven't received confirmation from the diversion team yet, but again, once we confirm it, we'll know.
Okay, so we'll reset her for September 4th. If we get verification, then we'll take her off the calendar.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge. And can Ms. King be excused, Judge?
Yes. Are you with me, Ms. King?
Yes, I'm here. So
Okay, yes, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your patience this morning. You have a good rest of the day. Hopefully, we'll get the null process and I won't have to see you again, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Christine,
you
I'll
have
give you a
good
call in
day.
a few minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, position 27, Leslie Robbins. Where's Miss Robbins?
He's present on
Oh,
Zoom in the purple
where's
shirt.
Mr. Oh, excuse me. Yes, good morning, Mr. Robbins. Again, can you raise your right hand for me, sir? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You have to speak up for me. I can't hear you. Something's wrong with your audio. You might have to get it closer to your face, maybe. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor. For the DUI alcohol less safe, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, a $800 fine to do 40 hours of community service, complete a risk reduction program, the alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, and attend 1 victim impact panel. The possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce would be null pros, and the reckless driving will merge into the DUI alcohol less safe. And, my apologies, following too closely would be a $250 fine. And the DUI drugs will merge with the DUI alcohol less safe. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, video, and ID?
We do so stipulating, Judge, we ask you to accept this plea as negotiated.
Anything further?
No,
Ms.
Judge.
Helen? Mr. Robbins, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 001928F, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol, less safe, and following too closely. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Robbins, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So
Yes,
the
sir.
sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those fees, excuse me. We'll give you, if we have not already, where you need to report to probation. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Yes, sir.
And do we have his email address that we can send him that?
I can fill out a probation sheet.
Okay.
Leslie Robin 608 @gmail.
All right. Well, I'll have Ms. Helen get you the information, Mr. Robbins. Thank you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Anything further from Mr. Robbins? Do you need anything further, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Robbins. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you too. Yeah, have a good day.
Yes, thank you. Next I have is Mr. Walter Reyes Villatoro, excuse me. And this is position number 3 on the status conference calendar. Good morning again, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Nice
Can
to see you, sir.
You as well. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Let's get the air.
Yes, Your Honor. For the count 1 DUI, it was amended to reckless driving, 12 months to 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours. And to pay a $300 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, a risk reduction program, alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, and to attend 1 victim impact panel. Probation may become non-reporting upon completion of the terms and terminate after 6 months. And for count 2, failure to obey signs and signals, is a $250 fine. And does the defense stipulate to the facts, video, and ID?
Yes, we do.
They also, I just wanted to bring to the court's attention that a bench warrant was previously issued, but due to, missing some demographics, the bench one was actually not satisfied because we were still missing some demographics to have the bench one issued. Because he's in, here today, we asked that it be set aside, the bench one.
Okay, just so the court's clear. A nolo contendere to reckless, failure to obey traffic signs and signals. And those are the only two, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, counsel.
If I may, Your Honor. First, Your Honor, as to the disposition reached with the state's been very professional in working with us. He is a UV status for immigration. He's applying for his permanent residency. It's a phenomenal story. He's been here for 20-something years. Being first-generation American myself from immigrant parents, I worked hard for this disposition, and we would respectfully ask the court to accept the manner in which we worked it out. Just a couple questions, please, Your Honor, on the failure to appear, just for the record. The DUI arrest was July 17, 2019. He hired me on July 19. We went to Alpharetta Municipal Court, which is the first court that had the case. Ms. Schoenthal and I could not reach a disposition. We bound it over. And we put his address on the bind over where he's lived in the same house for 14 years. And apparently, when you bind the case over, Your Honor, I don't know how to do an entry because we don't have a case number from Fulton County. I said, Walter, just keep looking at your mail and you'll get a notice. And when I first dealt with this case at the end of 2022 with AS Assistant Solicitor General Stafford, she indicated that they had the bind over form in the file, but they didn't have an address for him. So we never received any notice to appear. Your Honor, with all due respect, you were the sitting judge on the ORCA calendar that day, and you did do the paperwork for a warrant to be taken out. And Ms. Smith, excuse me, has been kind enough to look at the situation, and technically there is some paperwork for a failure to appear warrant. I would very much respectfully ask the court if we can just take care of that matter. He's been one of the, I've had 3,000 clients in my career. He has been so compliant, so concerned about immigration and how he wants to become a citizen the right way. He would have appeared in court, Your Honor, had we known about it. We would have been here. So if we can do something today, Your Honor, to take that off of the atmosphere in which it's in, we would greatly appreciate that, Your Honor. And another problem, Your Honor, with all due respect, the name that you all have it may cause problems later on with immigration because we're going to get paperwork after today's proceedings showing the disposition of the case, but it's going to be in the name of Walter Reyes Villatoro. His actual name is Walter S. Reyes Villatoro. There's no hyphen. And I know it's going to happen with immigration. No, you're not the same. Walter Reyes Villatoro. Yes, I am. So I don't know if we can do anything, Your Honor, with that. You know how things go, Your Honor. Some administrative person will review it from immigration and say, well, no, take it back, go back to Fulton County. And there's a limitation in time that he has for he and his wife they're ready to file paperwork as soon as we get this disposition. Your Honor, we've done everything. We've done community service, we have documentation, we've done the victim impact panel, we've taken the alcohol drug evaluation, no treatment being required. We've done the risk reduction school. We want to pay the fine in full today. So technically, our probation will become non-reporting as soon as we pay the fine and meet with the people from probation. And the state was kind enough to allow it to terminate after 6 months. But I just have a problem with the name, and if we can do something about it to match up with the name that's on his driver's license and his immigration papers, that name is different than the name today.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
so
I
let me start.
appreciate it.
Any other issues that you need to address with me?
No, sir.
Okay, so let
Thank
me
you so
start with
much, Your Honor.
with the set aside. Can we get the paper for the set aside, Ms. Smith, so I can get that signed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and, can we go ahead and do that now so that I can give him a copy of that? So that he has it in his records if need be.
Excellent.
Okay, as far as the name goes, I guess we could always just put AKA and write the name so that you have it on the paperwork.
Oh, right, AKA, and then his actual,
His actual name.
I hope that would work.
Okay, and I don't, and could we do that in the system as well? Okay. Do you want to go, just so that, to make sure that we get it right, do you want to write it on this paperwork for the court?
Yes, sir. I'll do
So
that.
why don't we go ahead and
Yes, sir.
do that?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Let's do it on the second sheet also, just so that
Yes,
we
I'm
have it on
sorry.
everything.
I apologize. Your Honor, the other thing I'd like to say, please, Your Honor. I could not work with DocuSign. On page 2, you'll see that today's date, this was filled out in April of 24, but it also has the year of 2023, and I could not get rid of the 23. I could not make it into a 24.
That is actually a DocuSign thing that I need to speak with our IT department about.
Oh, it's not only me?
No, that's not.
Okay. Please tell my millennial children that I am not totally incapable of working on the computer.
Okay, so if you all want me to, I can change the date to the correct date.
Thank you, sir. Please. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, any other issues before I take the plea?
One other thing, Your Honor, please, I'm sorry, that bench warrant issue will be resolved today.
I will sign it as soon as I get it.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Once
No
Ms.
other
Smith
issues.
gets it to me, I hope to be able to sign it before he leaves and give him a copy of it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Anything further before I take the plea from anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Reyes-Villator, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 003093C, you wish to plead nolo contendere to reckless driving and failure to reckless and failure to obey traffic signs, signals, and markings. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading pleading nolo to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead nolo?
No.
I'll accept the nolo plea as negotiated. Let's see, we'll give you where you need to report to probation today. I'll ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, and And after the first 6 months, it's my understanding that it will terminate.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hopefully I'll get that, set aside of the bench warrant. I'll get that signed and I'll give you a copy of it before you go. If you have not filled out the information as far as the probation goes, we'll get you to do that. Okay? Anything further?
Your Honor, I appreciate the way you did the proceeding, but technically we agreed to plead guilty to the second count. If the court would allow a nolo to that, that would be fine, but I don't like to back out on a deal that I made with the state. And we did nolo to the reckless and guilty to failing to obey traffic signal.
I'll defer to the court. It does have the paperwork guilty to the failure. I had my notes nolo to all.
That would be great, Your Honor, if we could do the nolo.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word, Your Honor.
All right, so the court is allowing him to plead nolo to both counts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
So they're gonna get some paperwork done beside the warrant issued today that I can present it to?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate
All
it.
right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day, sir.
Leslie?
Yeah, it's,
Frederick Miles.
And Judge, those are all the cases I have. Am I excused or
Um,
can I be?
what about that other case before I let you go? This Brianna Lewis case that
I didn't have that on my calendar, but I can
It's-
see how that, what's the status of it?
I've just got it was to show proof that diversion was completed, so.
I didn't see a entry of appearance by attorney. And Ms. Lewis is not here.
Oh, and that's not your case, Miss Helen?
Don't believe so, but let me check.
I'm
Your Honor,
sorry.
I don't have that case either. Can you provide me with the case number real quick, Judge? I can look up my notes.
Yes, it's case 22 CR 000088F.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Mistaken. Ms. Katsadakis previously handled this, and the problem was because the diversion was not completed. She was removed from diversion because she had several months to complete and had not even signed on. My recollection is correct. And I thought that she was taken out of diversion. But
Okay.
I would have to look into this.
Okay, well, I don't understand why she's on one calendar and not on another calendar, so I'm not gonna hold that against her. So we'll reset this till another calendar so that we can deal with it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
And yes, Ms. Helen, you're free to go this morning. I'll see you tomorrow.
And Judge, yep, pulling on Odyssey, I have no entry of appearance, but I'll just check our system just to double check and make sure we're okay.
Your Honor, my notes on Brianna Lewis, Judge, I looked at my calendar from June 5th. And the notation that I have is that she did not appear on that particular day, Judge.
Okay.
But she still, as far as our office is involved, we were never involved, doesn't look like, and I don't know if any attorney was ever involved in the case.
Okay.
I also looked through my emails. I don't have an application for her at all.
Okay, thank you. So I'll give her another opportunity to appear, given the discrepancies in the calendar. Let's put her on that status calendar for September 4th. If she gets proper notice and doesn't appear, a bench warrant will be issued. Good morning again, Mr. Miles.
Morning.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, Ms. Githia.
The DUI alcohol that state will be amended to reckless driving. And it's recommendation of 12 months probation to pay a $500 fine. No, I'm sorry, 12 months to serve 1 day. You will get credit for time served for 1 day, no additional jail time. You can. Is there supposed to be additional jail time? Okay, so we can correct that on the plea paperwork, Your Honor. I do apologize.
Okay, so it should just be 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day.
Correct.
Okay,
The balance probated to pay a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, risk reduction programs, the alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, to attend 1 victim impact panel, and the remaining charges will be dismissed. But the improper parking and possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce. Does the defense stipulate to the facts giving you an ID?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, that is our understanding of the terms of the negotiated plea. May it please the court, Mr. Miles is 35 years old. He's married, father of 1 child. He's gainfully employed as a long haul driver for DHL at the Atlanta airport. Very appreciative of the state's offer. Mr. Miles did, in fact, enroll himself into residential treatment last summer at the Black Bear Lodge from July to August. So he did about a month in residential treatment. Beyond that, just respectfully requesting that the court accept the state's recommendation, make it the order of the court, and also consider termination upon completion of the terms and conditions.
No objection.
okay. Mr. Miles, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 0000655F, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Miles. Let's see, when you complete the terms of the probation, it will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation and not have to pay those fees. We'll give you where you need to report to probation today. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so. Okay,
Yes, sir.
anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And counsel, I've signed the withdrawal of that bench warrant, so we'll give you a copy of that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's what I did.
Your Honor, you run a great course.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
I can get a copy.
Jermaine Stevens,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning again. Yes, good morning again, Mr. Stevens. Can
Good
you
morning,
raise your
Your
right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Githia, yes.
For the DUI alcohol less safe, it will be amended to reckless driving. It is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, balance probated to pay a $300 fine to complete 40 hours of community service, to do an alcohol and drug evaluation and any required treatment, a risk reduction program, and one victim impact panel. The speeding is 12 months of probation, which will be concurrent, and the failure to maintain lane will merge. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see, on this, on the plea statement, it does say that the DULS safe will be amended to reckless driving. On the plea form, it does not say that. Would you all like to place that on here just to,
Oh, my apologies. Yes, could you please, Your Honor?
Okay. all right,
My apologies.
yes, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. Mr. Stevens is 33 years old. He's a resident of DeKalb County. And he is gainfully employed for senior living, summer senior living. As the area facility manager, he actually does have to drive for his employment, as I understand it. And he's also the primary caregiver for 5 minor children whom he picks up and takes to school. We are very appreciative to the state. The state's been very professional. We've had ongoing discussions about this case since last fall. Your Honor, this case is 7 years old. Mr. Stevens has not been in any trouble for that entire 7 years since his arrest in 2017. Furthermore, this was his first and lifetime arrest, and he has a fairly clean driving history. We do ask the honorable court to accept the plea as negotiated. The state informed me that she does not object to a NOLO plea for these charges. And we would ask for early termination upon completion of all conditions. Mr. Stevens has been proactive, Your Honor. He's already completed a drug and alcohol evaluation. No treatment was recommended, and we did send that to the state. He's also already done 22 hours of community service at a 501c3 nonprofit, and he's already signed up for the DUI risk reduction class.
No objection to the NOLO, and no objection to probation being suspended upon completion of the conditions.
Okay. I'm gonna have you, since it says guilty on both the forms, I'll have you all make those changes for me.
That was something that was discussed after the.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure that we have the paperwork right and that you all agree to it. Let's see. What does he need the,
You want to pay the fine today?
oh. And did he get a copy of this set aside?
Where's the?
I don't think, no, I got a copy of the probation. That I need.
Okay, let me give you a copy of the set aside also.
Can I pay the fines today, Your Honor?
We don't have, do we have it in the, it's gonna take us a minute to get it in the system. Right, Ms. Smith? So, we'll have to input it into the system. You can either come back down later today, or we can give you a link to where you can pay it online.
Okay.
Okay, which would you want, which would you prefer to do?
I paid the link just in case, but if
Okay.
I can swing by later today, I'll pay.
Okay, we'll give you the link, but if you call down before you come, if you do come, to make sure that they're ready for you, okay? Otherwise, you can go on the link and when it's up, you can pay it, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, anything further before I take the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Stevens, it's my understanding that in case 19 CR 005513G, you wish to plead NOLO to reckless driving and speeding, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty pleading no to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead no?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the no plea as negotiated. Mr. Stevens, let's see, when you complete the terms, I'll have it terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those fees. We'll give you where you need to report to probation today. I ask that you report in the next 2 weeks or so,
Thanks, Your Honor.
okay? If nothing further, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And this concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you for taking the time to come down from your big trial upstairs.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful week.
Do the same.
Sir. Waits for probation.
I want to go ahead and, I don't have any other paperwork at present. Mr. Cook. And, let's see, is
Your Honor, Nicole Mormon for Miss Smiley. We did submit our plea paperwork to both the state and Mr. Glanville.
okay. As soon as I get it, we'll take that plea.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see, I don't believe that we have heard anything further from Mr. Katz. I don't want to keep you all sitting here anymore this morning, so I'll reset your case until that September 4th calendar to give him the opportunity to appear. I'm happy to let you stay until the end of court if you want to try to raise him.
Can I see what I can do about the other case that I'm not represented by Mr. Katz on?
It's in the same situation. You must have.
You don't want to,
There's more discussion on that.
you don't want to resolve one without him.
Right, yeah.
But they don't go together though.
I know, but
one could affect the other.
Okay, I'm happy to let you stay until, but I just don't want you to stay here and he doesn't show up. Court is winding down, so it's up to you if you want to give him a little bit more time. You're in the same situation, right, sir? Tell me your name again. Right, yeah. Okay, you're in the same situation. If I'm happy to reset your case, given that he did have a notice of conflict filed for today. We were trying to see if we could raise him to see if we could move your cases forward, but it's up to you. I can let you stay until the court ends completely. You want to try to call him? Sure, that's fine with me. Okay.
You say September 4th,
Yes, sir.
but I get a notice in the mail for that?
Of course. Right, yes. Okay, so you'd like for us to reset your case, Mr. Charlton, until September 4th. It's gonna be on the same final plea calendar as today, okay?
Okay, well, I'll be able to do Zoom.
Let me hear from Mr. Katz first, and I know that you've been here before. Let's see if we can work it out. I'm happy to let you be on Zoom if it's gonna be a plea, okay? And the paperwork is worked out, but you'll get the link as well, okay? All right. Yes, you have a good day. Thank you, sir. Okay, and I'm waiting for. Okay. Are there any other announcements that I can take at the present time?
We're just retrying, Judge. I'm waiting.
Okay. Were you able to raise him, Mr. Cook? Okay,
His daughter said he was gonna be in like 45 minutes and she got his Zoom.
okay. I'm happy to wait until if you want to wait until, you're the last person, I'm happy to let you do that, so. I just wanted to give you the option, okay? All right, so if you change your mind, let me know, but otherwise I'll continue court and we'll continue to wait on it.
Judge, on
Yes.
Mr. Saljuji, was that 29?
Yes. 29.
29 Deer County, Judge.
Yes.
We're gonna send that back to the main division. We were kind of halfway working with someone up there and
Okay,
so I
All
need
right.
to finish those conversations over there.
okay, that's fine. So we'll return this to the division judge and you all get notification of your next hearing date.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Okay, I have the Smiley paperwork, so I'm ready with Miss Smiley, position 30. Yes, good morning again, Miss Smiley. If you can raise your right hand for the court, please. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down, ma'am. Yes, Ms. Githia.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For the DUI, alcohol less safe will be amended to reckless driving. It is 12 months to serve, and that's a correction, should be 1 day. Credit for time served 1 day. If Your Honor, you can correct that, please.
Okay,
Balance probated, alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment to complete 100 hours of community service, a risk reduction program, the victim impact panel, and to pay a $300 fine. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
yes, Ms. Mormon.
Your Honor, Miss Smiley will be 40 years old next month. She has absolutely no criminal history, no prior DUIs whatsoever. This was her first interaction with law enforcement. This year will also be her 20th year serving in the military and International Guard. She has completed an alcohol and drug evaluation through the military that has been submitted to the state. She also has completed 100 hours of community service. She will need to do the victim impact panel still and the risk reduction and pay the fine. And Your Honor, we would just ask that you accept the plea as negotiated, but also allow her to terminate probation once she completes those last conditions.
Okay,
Let me, 1 second. Is that something that you previously spoke with Mr. Ham about?
Yes, I did. He said he didn't have an objection.
Pursuant to Mr. Ham, if no objection, I will not object, no objection.
okay. Ms. Smiley, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 0024434F, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving, is that correct?
That is correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
I am not, no, sir.
You have been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Absolutely.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Understood.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Smiley, let's see, as soon as you complete the remainder of the terms of the probation, it will terminate. So the sooner you get that done, the sooner you will not be on probation and paying those fees. Let's see, if we have not, we will give you where you need to report to probation today. Do we have her email address?
Your Honor, if Ms. Gutierrez could send that to me and I'll text it to her.
Okay, so we'll get you the information as to where you should report to probation. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so. And as I said, as soon as you get that done, you won't be on probation.
Understood.
What is it that, I'm sorry, what is it that you asked me to send you?
I'm
Oh.
just reporting instructions for misdemeanor probation.
Oh,
I'll have Miss my clerk send that to you, Ms. Mormon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. And Ms. Smiley, thank you for your service. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, anything further on this matter this morning?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, if not, you all are free to go. Have a good rest of your day.
You also, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. That last plea that I took, Ms. Smith, I want to make sure that I put termination of probation on the form. Yes. Right there. Okay. I take, oh, the one after Miles, with the young. Was there one?
No, I need to.
I have Smiley here. It was the one with the young. Yes.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
His daughter said he should be logged in 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
May I go to the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
He'll be able to do it. You don't have to come on the phone. You can talk to him in the chat.
Okay.
Or you can tell, it's Evan.
Okay, so.
Thank you for coming out. When you came, I'm like, oh, what did I do wrong? Mr. Katz is about to log on in about 15 minutes. What's up, what's up? It's kinda- I get my hands are tired right now with these, so it's nothing much I can do.
It's like 90, I don't say it's 90.
The guy's been silent.
I can.
I see it.
The police will show you sense and good business. In forward in the center.
And are we waiting on an announcement from Mr. Kester?
Yes, his client is filling out the plea paperwork.
Oh, it's gonna be a plea?
So it's gonna
Okay.
be a plea.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We still have one additional plea to take this morning, but while we wait, we'll go over the calendars.
Start with the ORCA final plea calendar. Position 1, reset final plea Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 2, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 3, closed. Position 4, null cross. Position 5, reset final.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second, I'm sorry.
You want me to say the name?
Yeah, because the two calendars were slightly different. I'm gonna go with the one you gave me this morning.
Yeah, if you go with the one I gave you, it'd be on top. Okay. Want me to start over?
Yes, please.
Okay. Final plea calendar. Adams, position 1, reset final plea Wednesday, September 4th, 9 a.m. Position 2, that's Keyshawn, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 3, Brown, case closed. Position 4, Broomfield, null cross. Position 5, Bushway, reset final plea Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 6, Charles, you know what I mean. Reset final plea September 4th, 9 a.m. Position 7, Cook, return to the division.
Hold on, Mr. Cook is.
Has to log on. Mr. Katz is gonna log on to just hold off on
Okay,
both the
holding.
cooks.
I do have holding written here, but I also, sorry, y'all. 7 and 8, holding. 9, return to division, further notice. Position 10, reset status, September 4th, 9 a.m. Position 11. Status. Reset status, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 12, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 13 will be added on status, August 21st, tomorrow motions calendar. Position 14, null clause. Position 15, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 16, return to the division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 17, reset status compliance, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 18, return to the division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 19, reset status, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Diversion compliance. Position 20, reset status, September 4th, 9 a.m. Diversion compliance. Position 21, they're in person, but I didn't.
Status,
Okay.
September 4th, make sure everything is complete for diversion.
Diversion compliance, reset September 4th, status. Position 22, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 23, negotiated plea. Position 24, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 25, return to division. Position 26, return to the division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 27, plea. Position 28, reset status, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 29, return to division, further notice. Position 30, plea. Position 31, holding. Yes?
No, position 31 Smith is a bench.
Okay.
31 is what?
31 was.
Smith? FTA, bench warrant? Is
Okay.
that something you requested?
I'm now looking at the new calendar.
Okay, no, I'm gonna wait right here, so we make sure that's right. I don't wanna just do a bench warrant and that, and the state is not asking. Yeah.
That's correct, yes.
Bench warrant. 32, Your Honor.
We're holding.
FTA bench warrant, 32, is that an FTA vote?
No,
That's the holding, okay. I can go to Lisa. Position 33, FT, return to division for the notice, global resolution. Position 34, please. Position 35, reset final plea, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 36, Your Honor, FTA bench warrant.
yes,
Position 37, a return to division for the notice, jury trial demand. Position 38, reset final plea, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. On the, ORCA non-jury trial bench, we took a plea.
Good morning, Mr. Katz. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Judge. Sorry for my delay, but
Oh, no, I understand that you're in another court. Your client was insistent to stay, so I just wanted to give him that opportunity.
sure.
The one that you had two cases. I released one of them and reset him. The other, Mr. Cook, Dante Cook, wanted to see if he could speak with you today or I guess address his case with you today.
Yes, I was asking or waiting for Madam Solicitor was going to get back to me about that this morning. I don't know if she got an answer to the question or not.
Actually, Mr. Ham can speak with him. They can be in the breakout room.
Okay, so can we put you into a breakout room with the solicitor? Okay.
Yes, sir. You can.
Did he step out to do that or was he? Okay.
Mr. Ham is still in the other breakout room with the other attorney.
Oh, he came back into, oh, did
Maybe
he
that's what
go?
he was saying. Okay, I thought he said Katz. Maybe he was saying Kester. He was going back to the breakout with Kester. then.
Okay, so we'll be with you, Mr. Katz, as soon as he's out of the breakout room with the attorney that he's in with now.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes. Prior to that, I don't know, do you need to speak with your client or not?
Well, let me speak with the solicitor first.
Okay.
Quite frankly, Judge, this is a constitutional issue, so I don't know if we'll have to address it with the court or not, but I'll wait and talk with the solicitor.
Okay, thank you. We'll be with you.
Finish the status.
Yes, please.
ORCA status, reset, position 1, reset final plea Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 2, reset status Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. Position 3, we took a plea. Position 4, FDA bench warning.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry for some of those. The bumps in the road, but
You said number 1 was a status or a final plea?
final plea.
Final, okay.
At least that's the one I said.
Okay, I think we're ready for you, Mr. Katz. So we'll place you into a breakout room.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right.
And I emailed Mr. Kessler's paperwork, so.
Okay.
I'll let him know to get out of the private room and join you guys, because he's ready for his plea.
Okay, thank you.
And the invite has been sent, Mr. Ham.
He's on, he went and looked up. I haven't received any paperwork, I'm sorry to see that, but it hasn't come through to you? It would have come from Jamel Ham? Okay. Well. It's coming through now. 1:57, so a minute ago. Example wording, is that just your template?
Yeah, those are the correct documents, that's all, I just checked.
Yeah. I'm looking at stuff. Ignore it. Okay.
Mr. Kester, I have the paperwork for Miss Akira.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? I believe it's yes. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor, let me verify one thing, I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. For the DUI alcohol less safe, it is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served, balance probated, to complete 40 hours of community service, to do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, a risk reduction program, to pay a $300 fine, and the remaining charges will be dismissed. And generally also with the DUI, I'm not sure if this was just left off inadvertently, to also attend one victim impact panel. Was that a discussion?
It was, And we do have, we've already completed that. as a
Okay.
condition.
Okay, it's been completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the remaining charges, which are the speeding, driving on roadway, lane for traffic, failure to signal lane change or turn, expired license, and failure to have license on person will be dismissed. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Kester.
Your Honor, those are the terms of the plea negotiation. We asked the court to accept. Ms. Sakura is a resident now of the state of Florida. She was previously a resident of the state of Georgia. She does have a Florida driver's license at this point. Um, Also, Your Honor, she has completed a significant portion of her community service, her victims impact panel already. She's scheduled to take her DUI risk reduction course. She's completed a significant portion of her community service hours as well already, Your Honor, and she's completed her evaluation, which has been forwarded to me by her counselor. So our intentions are to be able to sign up with probation and ask for non-reported probation. Of course, once everything is turned in, we want to try to keep it here in Georgia to not complicate the process since so many of the conditions are complete, and hopefully just go ahead and forward it to the probation office here.
Okay. Let's see, Mr. Kira, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 006506F, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence less safe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Let's see, we'll give you, given that you live in Florida, you can report to probation by phone. We'll get you where you need to report. I ask that you do that within the next 2 weeks or so. When you complete the entire terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the rest of those terms done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Anything further, Mr. Kester?
No, sir, Your Honor. I will get that information about the probation through.
I will have Ms. Smith, the litigation manager, send it to you so you can get it to Mr. Kira.
Thank you.
All right. If nothing further, good luck to you, ma'am, and you have a good rest of your day, Mr. Kester.
All right, you too. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
There an announcement?
Yeah, Judge, I do. Couple things. Maybe. First of all, do you have the reset date for the Frederick Charlton case, Judge?
I do that September 4th, final plea calendar at 9 a.m.
Okay, would that be on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, Mr. Ham has indicated they are not processing the gun charge or the license failure to have a license charge.
That's correct, Your Honor. We're going to null pause position number 8. However, for position number 7, Mr. Katz indicated he does not represent Mr. Cook on that count. So he still needs counsel on position 7.
Okay.
Judge, just to clarify, and Mr. Ham is correct, I just let the court know I cannot represent him on that case because his father is also charged in the case, but is charged with a felony related offense in that case. And so I would have a conflict. So I can only represent his father, which I am doing. So Mr. Cook would either have to get private counsel, or I asked him about whether he wanted us to see if we could find somebody for him or not. So I don't know what he wants to do at this point. If he does, I can certainly get him a name of somebody.
Okay. And Mr. Cook is here with me. So would you like to have some time to get counsel for position number 7, that charge, Mr. Cook?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Do I need counsel? Yes.
Okay, I'm happy to. Okay.
Talk about it.
Go ahead and put the recommendation on the record, just so you'll know.
Recommendation is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for the time he served, which was 3 days, balance to be on probation, to complete a gun safety class, and also to complete a law and order class.
Okay. And those are both online classes?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand what the state's recommendation is?
And which case is this?
Okay, so they're dismissing the case that Mr. Katz is representing you on, so that's going to be null prost, and if they get me that today, I'll give you a copy of that dismissal, okay? And so for the other case that you're not represented on, you just heard what the state's recommendation is, which would be at the time served and for you to complete a gun safety class and a law and order class. So
What's the gun safety class for?
they're both online classes. Something that I'm not sure why they're recommending that, but that's what they're recommending.
So the first case of the case that's not being dismissed is the tampering with evidence, as well as the willful obstruction with the law enforcement officer regarding the shooting that occurred around that location where it's alleged that you picked up shell casings and threw them to frustrate the police is the best word I can say. The gun safety course is because it's like a lot of your cases have to do with firearms and no firearm related. So we just want to make sure that you're exercising safety when you're engaging in the use of firearms. So
I got my gun license though.
and that's perfectly fine. It won't hurt you to take that class.
You don't have to make up your mind today. If you want to get counsel to us, I just wanted him to let you know. So if you decide to get counsel on what the recommendation is at this point, so that you can relate that. If you want time to get counsel, I'm happy to give you that the opportunity to get counsel, so you know what their recommendation is.
Okay, yeah, I'd take counsel, but can I get recommendations like so that I can see them? Like, can I see them?
And you see.
So I know what the recommendations are. I'm gonna try to find me counsel though.
Okay, I mean, you can write it. You want them to write it down for you? That'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll give you that before you leave today. I am going to return your case to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Just know though, that once it goes back to the division judge, that there'll be a new prosecutor on the case. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions for the court today?
No, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
I appreciate your patience today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything further? Yes, Mr. Katz. Thank you. We appreciate you you zooming in.
Thank you, Judge. Good seeing you.
All right. See you next time. Thank you. Okay, I think that completes the 9 o'clock calendars. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.
Wait, Judge,
Yes. Oh, Miss Lewis. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Sorry. I'm
No,
so
I didn't.
sorry. I just got in a car wreck and I just had to go to a specialist and it just,
Okay,
I'm
all
sorry.
right. I didn't know you were there, Ms. Taylor. I'm glad that we had reset your case to a status conference case. Were you gonna hire counsel or what were you
No,
gonna do?
I thought we dismissed the case last time when I came.
No, your case hasn't been dismissed, has it, Ms. Githia?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're still accused of theft of service.
No, I came to court a couple of my last court date. Physically came there, and when I sat outside with the lady, you even asked me. You said, "Do you want me to send over your dismissal papers through email? Would you like a copy?" And I said, "I have to go to work, so you can email them." And then I got a letter in the mail for another court date, so I was confused.
Had you done diversion?
Yes, I did everything. I did my community service. I did the diversion. I did the class online. I did everything. I don't know how that dropped the ball or.
Okay, and
I'm not gonna speak to the version, just nothing indicating that it's been completed. Again, my last recollection, Ms. Casadakis handled this. And
Yes, that's her name.
it wasn't completed, and that's why it was a misunderstanding. I think it was dismissed, but then Mr. Rhodes came in and stated that it was not supposed to be dismissed because the version had not been completed. And then at this moment, I'm not seeing any note that that it has been completed. So I would need to speak with the version to get everything.
okay, can you do that by tomorrow?
I would do my best.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have all my paperwork. I have the community.
Okay, so Ms. Lewis, I want to see if we can get this behind you as soon as possible. So Ms. Githier is going to look into it by tomorrow. Are you able to join me tomorrow?
See, that's the thing. I just totaled my car, and I have a concussion, so I've been going to the doctors. I don't really have a vehicle like that right
Okay,
now.
no, but you can join me the way you are today over Zoom.
Yeah, same time, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, same time, 9 o'clock. Get all your you still have the paperwork?
I can see if I could try to log into the class thing where I got my certificate, but I still have my letter for doing the community service and stuff.
Okay, get all that paperwork together for me, okay, just so you'll have it tomorrow and send it. Can I give her your email address?
Yes, I'm gonna ask for the email. Let me put it in the chat. Email.
Okay.
To have.
Okay. And what about the Zoom number? Is it the same Zoom
It'll
number?
be the same one.
Okay. That's cool. That's fine.
Okay, so Ms. Githier is putting her information, her email address in the chat. Get that and go ahead and get all your paperwork together and send it to her, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I just got it.
All right. Hopefully we can get all this cleared up by tomorrow, okay, Ms. Lewis?
I hope so. I mean, I love seeing you, Judge, but not really.
I remember you, Ms. Lewis, so.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good rest.